Welcome, church. We hope all of you are doing well and finding some bright spots to your current situation. We hope we can all move on sooner than later, but if any of you have any needs or concerns, please let us know. It is only normal for each of us to have our various concerns, but remember, we're a family, and families stick together in good times and bad. The only downside to that is I think it really irritates the devil. In Matthew 6:34, we are told, "Don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today." Philippians 4:6-8 tells us, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus." Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there is any virtue, and if there is anything praiseworthy, meditate on these things. 1 Peter 5:7-8. "Cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. Be alert and of sober mind. Your enemy, the devil, prowls about like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Resist him. Stand firm in the faith, because you know that the family of believers throughout the world is undergoing the same kind of sufferings." I appreciate those who think they can stay tuned into all the news and politics going on without losing their spiritual balance, if that's even possible. But the truth is, I feel pretty helpless sometimes when I don't focus on God the way these scriptures tell me to do. I want to encourage all of us to consider doing one thing this week. These truly are troubling times, and all of us are affected in different ways. Being alert and sober-minded are good things, but if our focus is more on the cares of this world and not the promises of eternity, then we're missing the point. The thing I want us all to do is pray. Set a time in the morning to give him the day and thank God in prayer before you go to sleep for the day you've had. Let's find rest in him and avoid the unrest this world is screaming at us to take. I was reading John 16:30-33 just this morning and would like to close with these thoughts. In verse 30, the disciples say, "Now we can see that you know all things and that you do not even need to have anyone ask you questions. This makes us believe you came from God." But Jesus questions their belief in verse 31, and then he tells them they will desert him in verse 32. But as Jesus always wants to do, he encourages them in verse 33. "I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world." The Alfreds, Rochelows, Covingtons, Lucasons, Burlesons, and Lairds all want you to know how much we appreciate each of you and your faithfulness. Have a great week.